about obesity, and really it's kind of a combination of diabetes, heart disease, cardiovascular disease, and obesity altogether. So all of these things that I'm talking about, in the end, they will sum up to sort of what did I conclude from the research was sort of like the ideal diet. I hate using that. I put it in quotes because really there's no ideal for any person. It's always going to vary a little bit. But in general, it was found that high carbohydrate diets were good for diabetics. They improved insulin sensitivity and overall across the board, which seems counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Because you go, wait, diabetes, don't do sugar. Sugar and all that is bad. Here's the catch. It turns out that as long as you include a proper amount of fiber, which we're generally under eating fiber by a lot, and a lot of the processed foods don't have fiber. Animal products don't have fiber. If you include fiber with the high carbohydrate diet, you improve insulin sensitivity, as well as a lot of the markers for heart disease. So HDL, LDL ratio improves, a lot of the triglycerides, all the wonderful stuff, it improves. And interestingly enough, especially if you reduce the amount of trans and saturated fats. So these are all the fats that are, the easy way is they're solid at room temperature. So any kind of lard, any kind of butters, all those things, if they're generally solid at room temperature, if you tend to exclude those and include more of the, olive oils, avocado oils, things like that, you also improve the lipid profile of people. And that profile is improved 2 to 2.5 times more in specifically diabetics. So all of that to say that if you're maintaining good fats, so we said like fatty fish, nuts, if you're making sure there's plenty of fiber that you're including into the diet, leafy greens, fruits and vegetables, all of these things have plenty of fiber. That is going to improve diabetes. That is going to improve calcium retention, and that's going to improve inflammation. All of these things are going to be benefited from it. So as long as you're maintaining this idea of the ratios of the nutrients that we said, which was about 10 to 15% protein, 15 to 30% fats, and then 60 to 75% carbs, which the reason those are ranges is because it's just going to change for, if you're an athlete, you're going to need a little bit more protein. And then fats are just going to be determined on how well you can work with carbs. And if you're getting to the point where you're having these in-depth discussions with your patient where you're saying, hey, let's tweak your carbs a little bit, let's talk about your fats a little bit, that's probably a time to refer them out.